All right, shalom, shalom. First and first, I want to give all praise and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kwadash. We give double honors to our apostles and elders, which are the apostle elders, the great millstone, which have diligently done the work for many years, which feed us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. To you, hope of the elect and confusion of face out there that's coming in. May the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, seal his elect. We're in the time of 2021, which is hastening the coming of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which things are taking place minute by minute, day by day, which is a beautiful thing. So we're gonna jump right into it. This is the situation that's happening in Texas. I'm sure a lot of brothers are already privy to it, especially in these times. We keep our eyes on things, and the Lord is casting judgment down there by the way of Esau and his machines and different things that he's doing. But the Lord also, at the end of the day, shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord has not done it. So let's jump into this video. I'm gonna play a couple of these just to show, because another thing that's happening too, this is a part of the curses. Just like the Lord would blast us and deal with us accordingly to our sins, the Lord now he's blasting and judging Esau because he thought he was above the grain, man. So I'm gonna play this video, and then we'll jump into some scriptures.
Guys, so this is my house. I don't know what to do.
Day 4 of the U.S. winter weather crisis, and things only
You see my man out there with a damn pickaxe? Do you see with a pickaxe?
Especially in Texas, where as of Thursday afternoon, 500,000 people are still without power and heat as electricity companies fail to deal with rare sub-zero temperatures.
Got the shower behind, and I got about 10 jackets on, and I don't think I'm gonna make it no more. So who got heat at their house, bro? I'm coming over.
See? Look how the Lord is humble Jake, man. I think that's palm oil right there, if I'm not mistaken. I'm privy to palm oil, so when I seen this scene, it's sort of just it's a humbling situation, man. But you see, Jake, the difference between us and these other nations is we built for things like this. This is a Monday to us. No, it's not like that. It's hard, especially to those out there that are struggling with certain things. Especially if you in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. May Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua protect and have his angels over you, man. Because it's a serious situation. But Jake can handle it better than Esau, because Esau's used to having the luxuries in life. Jake is used to going without. Sometimes we go without more or less, but we used to going without, man.
Quarter of the residents in the state have been told to boil their
that look like Kenya right there.
As supply systems are hit.
Oh, they are Africans. They are Africans. I know. Hey, look, that is palm oil. That's palm oil right there. They Africans, so they know how to get down. This is spirit to have me say village, because they are African. Look at the garments. That's where I could tell. Look at the garments they wearing, and that container right there is palm oil.
As supply systems are hit.
So they used to it. That's why it says the village life, because that's how they live back home. In the interiors of Africa. Africa ain't got running waters and electricity like you have over in America, man. So it's a luxury over here, but over there it's not. Oh, so let's keep going.
Insult to injury, a state famous for its oil industry is also suffering from a shortage of petrol.
I'm stuck here. I have 9 miles left to go with my car, so we have to find something that's within 9 miles from here.
Texas is America's second most populous state, with 29 million residents living in an area larger than the whole of France. It's the only U.S. state that has its own electricity grid and is not part of the national system by its own choice, which has allowed it to bypass federal regulations designed to protect against exactly these kinds of conditions. Under fire for being seemingly...
Let's play another one. Because Esau's catching these curses too, man. Because he's the one that has these, houses, and if you ain't... I'm not talking about the super elite. I'm talking about the middle class, upper, lower middle class Edomites.
There's an electricity shortages. They also face another challenge, shortage of water. Millions of people across the state are dealing with disruptions in their water service because of problems at local treatment plants. Here's Omar Villafranca.
We walked in and about 2/3 of the ceiling was collapsed. There was sheetrock all over the floor and water was just gushing in.
Joel Burns didn't have power, but he had flowing water in all the wrong places.
It's disheartening.
This week, Burns says he reached out to 14 different restoration companies for help with repairs, like busted pipes and damaged drywall. All 14 companies declined because they were not available or the job was too big.
Do you think that your insurance company is going to be able to treat you one of probably a million other cases? I think ultimately yes, but it's not going to be fast. We're going to be dealing with this for probably over a year.
And insurance will not cover everything.
It'll cost us thousands. I mean, already we've just supplies and stuff to clean this up. We're in the many hundreds.
Governor Greg Abbott has asked President Biden to declare a major disaster declaration.
If granted, this will give Texans the ability to apply for individual assistance from FEMA.
So hey man, hell's happening down there, man. Hell is happening down there in that area. And what's happening because the Lord is putting judgment, man. There's Babylon the Great, and a lot of atrocities slave wise took place in Texas, in that down south area, man. So the Lord is reaping judgment, man. And that's the bent, and it also goes down to the love of money, because their electrical grid is put on their own because it's through deregulation. Okay, so through deregulation, some people have variable rates and fixed rates. So the people that have a fixed rate, that means that rate stays the same, but a variable rate means you pay lower, but when the demand goes up, you pay higher costs. So those that have a variable rate, now they're paying through the roof. I think it's like $2,000-3,000 for electrical bill. I can play that real quick. Hold on, I can show you right here. Listen what they say.
Fixed rate or variable? Variable meaning customers take the chance and can pay low rates when demand is low and higher rates when demand rises. Houston resident Megan O'Neill paid over $2,000 in 2 days. Her February bill is now
$2,000 in 2 days. That's what variable rates, because now the increase is so high that now you got to pay to equal it out for everybody else. So that's what you see. It's calamity to calamity. Okay, just like what happened to Israel in the ancient world, man. We're gonna jump into some of the precepts. Just like what took place to us. Everything is written for our learning and our example, man. So just like Esau thought he was above the grain, he was gonna do all this wickedness and just skate into the sunset. No, judgment is coming. This is what happened with us in our rulership when we were living in the land of Israel. The Lord sent nations against us. He sent plagues. Egypt didn't just catch plagues. We caught plagues too when we were getting judged. But when the Lord returns to us, he puts the plagues on our enemies. If you read the book of Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter. This is Joshua 10 and verse 11. I'll start at 10. It says, and the Lord discomfited them before Israel and slew them with a great slaughter in Gibeon and chased them along the way to Gath of the Bethron and smote them of Ezekiah and of Makkedah. Salakia for pronouncing that wrong. Makkedah. And it says, and it came to pass as they fled from before Israel, and where in the going down of Bethron, the Lord cast down stones from heaven upon them unto Ezekiah, and they died. So the Lord used hailstones, man. And they were more which died with hailstones than they which the children of Israel slew with the sword. So the Lord used weather to battle against our enemies, man. So this is not something new or brand new. Even if Esau is using these weaponries and all these, the Lord made him do it. So we could put judgment down, man. But the Lord is able to use weather as a judgment, as a means of judgment, man. So what Texas going through is nothing, just like the Lord did unto our enemies. He's doing it again, man. All right, he's doing it again. So let's jump into some of these precepts. This is the book of Haggai 2 and verse 17. This is Haggai 2 and verse 17. It says, I smote you with blasting and with mildew and with hail in all the labors of your hands. So the Lord did this unto us. Once we got out of pocket and we started to go into these other philosophies, these other gods, and committing sin, the Lord would smote our crops. He would damage our land. Same thing he's doing with Esau. He's smoting the energy grid system. All right, he's smoting the water system. So he's putting hardship, evil times, man. All right. It says, and I smote you with blasting and with mildew and with hail in all thy labors of thy hand, yet ye turn not to me, saith the Lord. And Esau's doing the same, man. That's why the news don't even say nothing about biblical anything. They won't even tie with God. They just say, oh, a freak storm. Who brings storms? Who deals with storms? The Esau will not give credence unto the Most High, man. That's what you see taking place. They standing with their pride. Same thing when the Lord destroys Babylon. They still gonna be prideful, which is a beautiful thing because we want them prideful, man. We don't want we don't want no Eeyore Edomites, man. It says, consider from this day and upward. From the 24th day of the 9th month, even from the day that the foundation of the Lord's temple was laid, consider it. Is the seed yet in the barn? Yea, as yet the vine and the fig tree and the pomegranate and the olive tree have not brought forth. From this day will I bless you. Okay, that's going into something else, but the same way that the Lord judged Israel is now he's putting it on our enemies. And he's redeeming us with mercy. This is Psalms 148 and verse 8. 7. Praise the Lord from the earth, ye dragons and all deeps. All right. Fire and hail, snow and vapor, stormy winds fulfill his word. See that? That's to show you why this happened in Texas right now, man. It says fire, hail, snow, and vapor, stormy wind fulfill his words. Mountains and all hills, fruitful trees and all cedars. All right. That's what the Lord's word is fulfilled through these catastrophic events, man. That's to fulfill the prophecies that's coming down. He said he's going to cast calamities on this place, man. The Lord says, stand now with thy enchantments. What he says, you shall suffer loss all in one day. And you're seeing it take place, man. You know how many people are lighting fires? There's going to be fires. There's townhouse fires. There's so much stuff happening down there right now. You got to think pitch darkness, so you know crime is going through the roof, man. This is Isaiah 28 and 17. Judgment also will I lay to the line. See? Judgment also will I lay to the line, in righteousness to the plummet. That's measuring. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hidden places. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. So the Lord is putting judgment down, man. So Esau's league is Zion, Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. When you was in your filthiness, you made leagues with death, man. All right? You try to co-sign with these other nations and join to these other gods, and it didn't prosper. That's the same thing that's taking place now. Where's Cesare at, man? You know, you had one lady that, that was a different article, but they call on Cesare in these times. We ain't calling on him. We calling on the true power of the Lord. That's who we hoping to keep us safe from these calamities, man. This is Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, just like you see now, that storm that hit down there is a destroying storm. As a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. See? And you seeing it take place now. Esau ain't got nowhere to run. Those that are co-signing to this place, they're being had in derision. All right? This is another precept real quick. This is Isaiah 45 and verse 7. Isaiah 45 and 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So he's the one taking this place and putting it through the ringer, man. And having it taste judgment for the controversy of Zion, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, you're the reason that the Lord is one of the reasons. There's many reasons. But the main one is the touching of the apple of the Lord's eye, which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the destruction of the planet Earth. All right, by the way of these gas companies and electrical companies, man. This is Amos 3 and verse 6, and I'm close on this. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord has not done it? So you're seeing the Lord put judgment down here on the planet Earth and taking Esau and putting them through the ringer, man. These people are catching all the way hell down here, man. You know, so I'll play this story, and then we'll go ahead and close on out.
Morning, we had intended to show you the ice that has formed on the side of this building, and you can see it there. It's all gone all the way down, covering the landscaping there. The frozen pipes bursting, but the fire department rushing to the scene here on a report of heavy smoke coming from a generator. The power has been out here, and it's evidence of how this catastrophe is unfolding in so many ways. This morning, the humanitarian crisis in Texas is accelerating. Millions still without power or water.
What is going on right now is completely unacceptable.
The city of Houston, the so-called energy capital of the world, brought to its knees. Hundreds lining up for much-needed supplies as officials here tell residents with power to boil water.
How can we boil water? We don't even have power.
We have been without power for 60 hours now and without water for about 24.
We've been in the dark since Sunday night.
Frozen water pipes bursting, destroying homes, some causing ceilings to collapse.
We are sitting here by the fire.
In San Antonio, Kristen Haddix is trying to keep her 11-month-old baby warm. Her family's light source is this lantern.
Trying to boil some water so we can make some warm bottles for my daughter. We only have 3 light sources. We have our propane fireplace, 1 battery-powered light that we plugged in before the electricity went out, and otherwise it's candles.
Julie Crawford has been boiling snow for her family to use as their primary water source.
We're running dangerously low on water. So now what we've been doing all day is actually coming outside, getting snow, putting it in our pots, and heating it on our propane grill.
Hospitals around the state push to their brink, relying on generators and water trucks.
Man, it's going down. It's going down, man. So with that, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Karkadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Ba'ashem Karkadash. Till the next time, Shalom Akim, keep faith, keep fighting, and keep safe out there to those that are, in that area, man. May Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai protect those that are his, man. Shalom.